Testing, testing. Ow. Testing, testing. Oh. Oh. Testing the audio. I smacked my head on the C-stand. Oh. Oh. It's okay, we're good. Bloopers, outtakes, that's what we like, right? I hope so. Oh, that hurt. Okay, so you want to work on high-end TV or feature films, but you're struggling on your current path? Don't worry, you're not alone. The truth is, getting into the film and TV industry can feel like one of its best kept secrets. That and the actual magic behind how we bring these incredible stories to life. But in this video, I'm breaking down my top 5 real-world ways to get your first job, and I'll show you exactly how to take advantage of each one. Stick around, because one of these routes could get you working on a major show much faster than you think. I've worked in the UK film and TV industry for over a decade. I started out working on set as a runner trainee in different departments before settling and growing as a digital imaging technician. I worked my way up the scale of productions in that role, and now in-house I help recruit and train new technicians whilst also supporting and mentoring trainees, helping them find their way in, just like you. I know exactly how it feels to be on the outside looking in, the confusion, the misery, wondering how other people seem to know what to do while you're still stuck figuring it all out. But here's the truth. There are clear pathways into the industry. You just have to know where to look. By the end of this video, you'll understand which of these entry routes might be the best fit for you, and what you can do today, right now, to start making progress. Here's a tip. If more than one of these paths makes sense for you, go for all of them. Stack your chances. The more plates you spin, the quicker you'll land something. I'll be counting down these options from 5 to 1. The first 4 are in no particular order, but I have saved what I think is probably the best until last. Number 5, working at a kit or service rental company. Let's start with something a lot of people overlook, but it's a goldmine for learning and networking. Rental companies supply equipment, props, almost anything, and provide specialist services to productions. These can include some of the big names like Arri, Panavision, Panelux, Sunbelt or Hawk for camera, lighting and grip, Angel Costumes and Masquerade for wardrobe, Classic Prop Hire, TV and film props, or Keeley Hire for set dressing and props. Even niche suppliers like Bickers for camera tracking vehicles, or A1 Animals, who literally provide trained animals for film and TV. There are dozens of companies in this ecosystem, each supporting the industry in different ways. If one of these areas interests you, this could be your ticket in. Here's why this route works. You get paid to learn. You're constantly hands-on with the same gear being used on major productions, you're meeting crews face to face, and that is the #1 way to get yourself recommended for on-set roles. When reaching out, always be polite, professional, and to the point. Send your CV, but also write a short paragraph explaining why you're passionate about the industry, why you'd love to work with that specific company, and what you're hoping to learn, and what value you can bring to the company. If they don't have any paid positions available, offer to do some work experience. Even a few days shadowing can make a difference. Plus, it gives you an opportunity to convince them to hire you. And if they still say no, no problem. Follow up every 4 to 6 weeks. Be consistent. It shows commitment, and eventually, when something opens up, they might think of you. One more thing. Remember, these roles aren't always well paid at first, but this is the trade-off for access and experience. Lead with your attitude. Be hungry, work hard, and opportunities will come. Drop a comment below if there's a specific department you're interested in. I'll reply with company suggestions that you can reach out to. Number 4, traineeships and entry-level schemes. This is something that didn't exist when I was starting out, and it is 100% something to pursue. We're talking about funded or production-backed trainee schemes like Screen Skills Trainee Finder, the NFTS and Amazon Prime Video Craft Academy, Warner Brothers Crew HQ, and even BBC schemes, and there's other broadcasters too. Each one runs slightly differently, but they're all legitimate ways to get into the industry with structured support. Typically, these programs run for about 12 months and offer a combination of training and actual work placements on live productions. For example, the NFTS, Amazon, and Warner Bros. Crew HQ schemes might expose you to several different departments across a year. Screen Skills will place you into a specific department as a trainee, like the department that you apply for, hopefully, if you're successful. Heads up, by the way, Crew HQ opens applications soon, Monday the 21st of July for general crew, and slightly earlier if you want to go into the accounting department. The pros of this are you're gaining structured experience, you're learning on the job, you're getting paid, and you're making the connections that can launch your career. These schemes are also recognised and respected by the industry. And even if the post support scheme is a little limited, it doesn't matter. It doesn't completely matter because they do what they're meant to do, and that's get your foot into the door, and then the rest is up to you. What I would do is I would follow all of these programs on social media, on LinkedIn, sign up to their newsletters. That's how you'll know when the application's open. Focus your application on your passion for the industry, your why, if we will. Don't stress too much about the CV. It's your drive and commitment that they're looking for. These programs are competitive, so don't rely on just this route. Apply, but also network, volunteer, learn, and keep trying other avenues. And if you don't get in this year, apply again next year. Number 3, production assistant / production runner. This is the classic entry-level on-set role, and it's a great one. As a production runner, you're a general helper on set. You might support different departments, run errands, help with paperwork, or make sure things are ready for the next scene. The pros? You're right there, in the action. You meet everyone, you learn loads, and you see exactly how the machine runs. This role often leads to progression in production or AD departments, or at the very least helps you discover what other role might suit you better. Getting your first PA job or production runner job is again tricky. I've spoken about the competitive nature of this industry. Join Facebook groups or communities for runners. Check out the AD Guild and the Production Guild. Join and attend their events to network. Join WhatsApp groups. You'll usually need an invite from someone working in the industry or in that department, but make sure you find out about those. Follow production companies on Instagram and LinkedIn. They often post about entry-level opportunities on their social media. When you're on set, you want to make sure that you're following instructions, stay quiet during takes and rehearsals, pay attention, be helpful, act like a sponge for the first few days, look at how you can add value. A good runner is punctual, a great listener, approachable, and always ready to jump in and help. And if you want more detailed support with this path or any other path, you can book a coaching call through the link in my description, and I'll help you build a plan to achieve your goals. Number 2, post-production runner. Now, not everyone thinks of this route, but post houses are another brilliant way into the industry. You could work at places like Company 3, The Look, Goldcrest, or any other post-production house, doing sort of editing, sound, colour grading, etc., depending on how much of varying parts of the different services that particular post house offers. As a runner, you'll be doing a mix of admin, logistics and support. That might include making drinks for clients, delivering hard drives between sites, or managing rooms during reviews. The hours can be long and unsociable, especially if you're working nights or weekends, but the learning potential is huge. Plus, you will start to build a network of like-minded individuals fast. Why this works? You're surrounded by experienced professionals, editors, assistants, colorists, people with serious knowledge, and they're usually willing to teach if you're willing to learn. Post also gives you transferable skills from many other departments. For example, wherever in post you start, you can grow into other departments. You could also transition into the editorial department if you wanted to start moving sort of closer towards the production, the time of when actual production is happening. How to get started? Search online for post-production companies in your area, whether that's London, Manchester, Cardiff, wherever you are, in the UK or all over the world. Reach out via email and or phone. If you're local, drop in, be friendly, introduce yourself, ask questions, show your interest. Follow the same structure I described for the rental companies. The turnover in post is relatively high as well, so if you're proactive, you'll find opportunities. Number 1. Location marshal or location assistant. And finally, this is, in my opinion, the easiest route to working on set. The locations department handles all the logistics of the physical location. As a location marshal or assistant, you might be locking off streets, grabbing heaters, directing crew around a location for the next scene, or doing slightly less glamorous tasks like emptying the bins or cleaning the honey wagon. It's not for the faint of heart. You'll be outdoors a lot, early starts, long days, and lots of physical labour. To this day, I've never met someone who is looking to get into the industry tell me that their goal is to become a location manager. So the competition is at its lowest in this department. But, and it's a big but, this role gets you on set immediately. And because of the high turnover, it's the department most likely to hire newcomers. This is the path I recommend if you don't have another way in yet. It'll teach you how a set runs, it'll grow your network fast, and you'll be in the exact place where other departments can spot you and offer you opportunities if you network and work hard. What you can do is you can reach out to location managers and unit managers directly on social media, or apply for roles at location equipment companies like SP Locations, Location One, or Supply to Location. These suppliers are often connected to the productions themselves, and that means that you can learn the equipment, you can meet the crew, network, and get your opportunity. Just because I'm saying that this route has probably the path of least resistance and the lowest competition, do not be lazy with your outreach and your applications. For you to be successful in this route and to move on to the next step, your attitude needs to be on top and you need to give it 110%. Let's talk about the things that trip people up. Not putting yourself out there enough. You have got to be tenacious. Go to events, reach out, apply for everything and talk to people. This is a people business and everything is built on connections and reputation. Sending the same generic message to everyone. Do not do this. I've mentioned this before and I will mention this in countless other videos. Personalize your outreach. Focus on your why. Why do you want this career? Why are you passionate about this role? That's what people are looking for. Giving up too early. If someone doesn't reply, it doesn't mean no. Follow up, stay present, offer something of value. The opportunity will come. Here's a tip. Follow crew from your dream department on social media. If they post about a passion project or something low budget, offer to help out as free for a trainee. These are golden opportunities. And lastly, here is the thing that I think everyone does wrong at the moment. Follow up, always. Most people don't. Trust me, this is what so many people are not doing. But if you message someone and they don't respond, wait about 4 to 6 weeks and try again. Stay polite, stay consistent. That persistence can make the difference. If you keep showing up, building rapport, you will be on top of their mind when a role opens up. And that is how people get their break. And now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 routes appeal to you the most? Drop it in the comments below, or if none of these feel like the right fit, tell me what kind of work you want to do in the industry, and I'll help point you in the right direction. If you have found this helpful, please hit subscribe. I post videos to help you break into and grow into the TV and film industry. You've got this, and I'm here to help.